Welcome. This tutorial will help you install a drive-in Wi-Fi hotspot. The drive-in Wi-Fi hotspot provides free, temporary emergency internet access in response to the impacts of COVID-19 for those without broadband service. The drive-in Wi-Fi hotspots place particular emphasis on learning and student access in rural communities. To accomplish the drive-in Wi-Fi hotspots, the Washington State Broadband Office, Washington State University Extension, and the Washington State Library have partnered to support our rural Washington communities. It is extremely important there is a currently available internet access point which can be expanded for this use. Once the package for the drive-in Wi-Fi equipment has been received, immediately open it to ensure everything on the packing list is in the box. You should see 3 boxes and 3 cloth-like bags with all of the equipment needed for the drive-in Wi-Fi installation. Now, we've all put together a puzzle or two in life. Without a doubt, Extension faculty and staff are known to solve problems and connect the dots. The drive-in Wi-Fi hotspot is another problem to solve and a 5-part puzzle with several pieces that will assemble quickly once you know what you're working with. As you review the packing list with all of the equipment, be sure to obtain the MAC address and serial number located on the back of the MX67 box, which we will discuss in just a moment. The equipment identified in this tutorial will need to be assembled and installed. The transponder will need to be installed outside the building or near a window in order to extend the existing internet access wirelessly into a parking lot. The first thing that needs to be done is to attach the antennas to the transponder. While attaching the antennas, you should also remove the back plate and set the screws and mounting hardware to the side. Now, get the MX67 and find your broadband connection, and plug the Ethernet cable into port 1 on the MX67. You will need the other Ethernet cable to plug into port 5 on the MX67 hub. Once you have connected the broadband cable to port 1 and the other Ethernet cable to port 5, you need to plug in the power cable that came with your equipment and make sure the MX67 hub has power from the light on the front of the hub. The next step is to connect the Ethernet or PoE injector. The PoE injector is a black box with 2 ports for data in and data out. Take the Ethernet cable from port 5 and connect the cable to the data in port on the PoE injector. The PoE injector requires power and you will see a green light on the unit. When your system is fully connected, powered, and trying to connect to the WSU system, you will get a disco ball glowing light on the front of the MX67 hub. Once that light turns white, you are fully connected and broadcasting a wireless signal for public consumption. If you made it this far without any trouble, run outside and yell, "Go Cougs!" Then, place a WSU sticker on your equipment as a reminder of our collective efforts to improve rural broadband in Washington. Limited technical assistance is available for installation, but this video will improve your ability to achieve a successful installation.